What is up? This is Dragon Slayer. I am streaming live on Twitch. I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online. We're live in Cyrodiil. Tonight, try to get a group together and roll on Cyrodiil. Use some teamwork. Use some teamwork to accomplish the mission. Too easy, right? So let's get started. First, we should probably turn on... how do I work one of these things? Should probably turn on auto invite. That'll help. Man, can't type at all. Explains a lot, right? Right. I found that running in this game, or running on this campaign in particular, with the chat window minimized is probably the best way to go. This is Kind campaign. It's the level 10 to 49 campaign. And this is where I recruit for my guild. Name of my guild is King of Battle. Reference to field artillery. In case you didn't know. In case you were curious. It's one of the reasons I love Cyrodiil. Speaking of which, I love Cyrodiil because the great equalizer in Cyrodiil is siege, i.e. King of Battle.
Soldier. The Pact needs you.
If you question the value of...
So I need to stock up on some siege. Last week I was streaming in the public Twitch server. No one was on, so I figured come back here to the live server for this week's stream. And nobody's on, so not much better, right? They'll get on soon enough. Alright, we got some packed ballistas. Got some packed fire ballistas. I need another one of those. And a packed meat bag catapult. Those are useful. Right, should be good to go. Right, still waiting for team. Nobody's on. Just no love. I guess I'll be leading a pug group until everyone gets on. I'm good with that. Let's advertise to the pugs, to the pickup group, to the zone chat. Right, we'll advertise after announcing ourselves. Give it a few minutes. Let's see, take a look at the map. Map doesn't look too bad. Except for a few things. Our scrolls are here and here. Gotta take care of that. So if we look at the Alliance War, look at who's in the lead. Daggerfall Covenant is obvious in the lead. They have all the scrolls, and scrolls count for a lot of points. Now we have a nice chunk of the map, but we have no scrolls. And AD does not have a nice chunk of the map, and they have 0 scrolls. And so this is why the score is the way it is. About halfway through the campaign, if we can get our scrolls back and a few more, if we could have 4 scrolls, we can catch DC. Catch DC by tomorrow if we take all the scrolls and keep them. So, campaign is far from lost. We still have a shot at this. Well, let's see, who's up for Emperor? I don't know any of these people. Right? Right, let's advertise in zone. Really don't want to advertise in zone. Where are my guildies? Well, let's just take a look real quick. Right. Well, we got at least one guy in Cyrodiil. 2 guys. Well, that guy's not in this Cyrodiil. Moon is in Cyrodiil, but he's playing for DC, and he's on another character, or another campaign other than this one. Again, this is Kind campaign, levels 10 through 49. No CP. No champion points. No one at level 50. Or CP level 247 or 592 or 696 or whatever. Right? So I guess we're advertising to zone. Subpar. Again, my guys don't usually come on for another hour, so hour or 2. We might spend this entire stream running pugs. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's kind of the reason I came here in the first place. To advertise, to recruit for the guild. And oops, running pug groups is one of the best ways to do that. So, what is the plan then? I guess until we get a big group up, we should probably go to Bruma. Probably help out at Bleakers. Looks like there's some action there. And then from there, we'll go up to Bruma. I hear combat music. Woohoo! Friday nights I play Destiny 2. One of the things I really like about Destiny 2 is that in these load screens like this, you can get into your menus. You can get into your inventory and all your other menus. So you don't have to sit there looking at a stupid load screen. I guess combat's over. I hear the sound of artillery. Boom, boom. Looks like there's still a little bit of combat going on over here. And there's a group on it. Looks like Bruma is safe. But Dragonclaw is under attack. Suppose we should probably get up there. And we have no transit up there. Go the back way. Nope. It's good. AD's attacking Robeck. Probably good. Put some pressure on EP. Sorry, DC. That resource is under attack, though. I guess that's a good solo job, right? Doesn't look like it's under attack anymore. Oh, yep, it's wrong. Burn that.
You there, Weber?
What up?
Hey, man.
We are on Twitch streaming.
Yeah, Rackcon.
Nobody's on, of course, so I'm just kind of rolling around single right now.
Cool. Technically, I am on DC Boethia, but I'm actually hopping out of that server anyway. Just on my high-level character doing my dailies and stuff. Thought I'd pop in. Haven't seen you in a while, man.
Right on. Yes, I have been playing a bunch of other games.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. I saw some Skyrim streams.
Absolutely, that's tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was also did PTS last weekend. Tried out Volendrung. It's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. And you're trying out your Necromancer too, of course, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Necros are cool. It's kind of a same setup as Warden, where you have each subclass is either going to be a DPS or you're going to be a tank or you're going to be a healer.
Right.
But I guess that's also like a Templar in that too. So, but yeah, that's kind of the basic setup for Necro. They're cool. I like it. It's a little different.
Oh, I like Necros a whole lot just because it's what's since me and my buddy got the game and got into the game, the first thing that one of the very first things he saw up on the horizon coming up was Necromancer, and he like pretty much decided he didn't want to play until that came out. So I've just been over here like twiddling my thumbs like, shit dude, get on this game already.
I'm just happy they're finally gonna have some dragons for me to slay.
Nice, yeah. And I'll tease him. I know his main character's always been a Necromancer, but he's also been somebody who like would be a DM in role-playing games and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I know you've got it in you to write more characters, but get the fuck in here.
There you go.
And he's like, come play League with me. No, I'm done with it. My League days are over.
LOL.
League of Legends.
Seemed to be a pretty popular game back in 2013. Imagine it still is, but I've never played League of Legends.
For the longest time, at the very least before ESO came out, I know for certain it was like getting the most active players for a pretty consistent and considerable amount of time. But I mean, at this point, ESO just turned 5. That means WoW's like 15, and that would make LoL like 10. Like, I don't know how they've managed to pull 10 years out of it. It's really nothing compared to ESO. Like the whole like, I don't know. I don't like MOBA, so I don't like the resetting your character progress each time you play a new round. It's like, I get the appeal on one end, but on the other end, it really does feel like after you put so many hours into the game, you're just progressing towards nothing. Just that feeling of victory or defeat each time.
Right.
Pardon Twitch, it's 420 on the West Coast.
Roman. Got owned by a DC Dragon Knight on the Dolmen. It's attacking us while the NPCs are attacking us as well. Or attacking the other players there. Yeah, of course. Strategic. And of course can't res because Brim is under attack. So, just going back this way.
So what days a week do you play ESO then?
Just Saturday for right now.
Copy that.
Yeah, it seems like there's normally a group up though, after
Mhm.
8 p.m. Eastern or 2000 Eastern, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, AP's holding their own in the campaign these days, so that's a good thing.
Right now, DC's got all our scrolls.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, DC's been kicking ass of late, as in fairly recently. But I've been in Boethia since that surface been up for the most part. I ran for Imp there. It was fun. And now it's PvE week, so I can all those scrubs go into the server where people specifically hunt the PvPers and not have to worry about anything. I'm sure I can turn them.
Right?
But it was really fun. I don't know how they're gonna pull this once the update happens and they pull Imperial City into its own like campaign and all that stuff. But I got a good round farming Telvar stones in Imperial City as Emperor before that update happened. So I'm pretty content. I do wonder how they'll pull that, but I really enjoy it. I see farming with them. That's interesting. I hate to see that entirely.
Well, killed the DC that was trolling the dolmen and finished the dolmen.
Oh man, what was that name? Oh, you don't have to. Sorry.
I have no idea for one, and yeah, I don't want to call people out, but yeah, I don't have the at names on right now. I've got character names.
Cool.
And it was a group effort anyway. This guy was very tanky.
We won't call out who on DC was camping Bruma for kind. I like going to the towns and seeing what's going on there. I'm sure DC's doing it now, but like I was having fun when I logged in 2 weeks ago for the first portion of this PvE week in PvP zone. I went into both of the questing points in Burma, and there was an EP chilling in both. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Nice.
I was like not sure if they were there to quest or not, but then I like immediately saw them attack one of my team's questers and was like, okay, you're gonna stop now.
Get him.
And the hunter becomes the prey.
Right. I wish I could get a team up. Probably take back the damn scrolls.
Oh, I'm sure you will. It's just a bit early for everyone at this point of day. For kind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It is a little early still. Honestly, I should be over on the PTS, streaming from there. Should be doing my testing.
Doing your tank, you say?
Testing.
Testing.
Yeah, I found at least one bug on Volendrung last week.
Ooh, on Volendrung?
Yeah, the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like
Hammer, I thought it was. But how did it work?
Well, okay, so it gives you your own ability bar, right?
Yeah, like werewolf or vampire.
Right. You can't switch out it, of course, just like werewolf. So I had it in. It's basically for taking down walls or doors or taking resources, soloing resources, that kind of thing. And that's what I was doing. I was soloing a resource. I think it was at BRK maybe. And stolen the resource, and all of a sudden I'm standing on the flag, and all of a sudden my character starts floating off towards the tower, towards the second floor of the tower, diagonally up in a straight line. It's really odd. And
Wait,
then,
while you were taking a resource? How?
right, and so like then I start my head's like in the geometry in the second floor of the tower, and I can see like into the tower even though I'm outside of it, right? And so after that, after a second or two of that, it teleports me back down to the flag, and I continue taking the resource.
So was it you starting to hit the flag to begin with that triggered that, or were you far away from the flag when that did happen?
I was on the flag. I was attacking the guards on the flag, so I'm not really sure what triggered it. Yeah, I have no idea how to reproduce it, but I do have it on tape, so.
Yeah, no, I saw that I saw the label of that video, and I meant to watch it and didn't get a chance to yet. But I was like, ooh, bug testing, putting in that beta work. Not
See?
even in beta anymore. But I remember you talking to me about how it was back when you first started playing the game. So
Yeah. Yeah, there's always a bug to be found in that original closed beta test. It was fun. Yeah, back in 2013, while I was beta testing that, I didn't get to put in as much time as I wanted to because I was deployed overseas. And, I mean, we had horrible pings. I had like a ping of about 400 at all times. And
right, where were you stationed?
I was in United Arab Emirates.
Oh, copy that. Copy that.
In yeah, 2013, right? That was a lot of my buddies were playing League of Legends back then while we were over there.
Oh, is that why you missed that game? You never got into it.
I was beta testing this. Yeah.
Right, when this game came out, I remember specifically I was so enthralled with Skyrim that I was frustrated with my ESO friend, my LOL friends. I was like, stop inviting me to your stupid multiplayer game. I want to finish Skyrim, and I know I'm not going to finish it, but I still want to play it. I was still so wrapped up in that I was like, ESO? How do I have time for another? No.
Right.
Yeah, so I jumped the gun buying Skyrim already. I need to go back to Oblivion still, y'all.
Yep, playing that one too. Oblivion
right
Wednesdays. So check that
out.
out.
Well, when's your Morrowind day? It's not Morrowind Monday, is it? Trying to twist your arm here.
Yeah, either after I'm done playing Skyrim or Oblivion, one or the other. Probably stick Morrowind in there. Potentially Daggerfall as well.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. I really like Daggerfall, and Morrowind is my favorite game of all time, so.
Yeah, I'm doing a legendary run through Skyrim with no mods on in survival mode. They've got a new survival mode on there. Although
In the
it's not really
Imperial
bad.
or Stormcloak?
Imperial.
Did you pick the Imperial guy in the tutorial?
Yes.
Did you stab him at all to get a level or two in one-handed?
No.
Oh my gosh, I would maybe get like one level and say, oh, here's my obligatory murdering my companion for a moment. No, my buddy showed me that. He cheesed it so hard, he like got his sneak up to 100. Just bam, right then. Stabbing Rayloff in the back over and over.
Right? But yeah, have you tried survival mode on that game yet?
On Skyrim?
Right.
A little bit, but I always played on high difficulty before that. I remember that was when Creation Club was coming out, and I liked playing it, but I didn't have enough credits to get all the Creation Club stuff, so I felt a little bit like, I guess I'll come back to this game when I can own the whole thing again. It's kind of how I felt, you know.
Right.
But it was interesting. You had to like sleep and eat. I like that. That's how I liked Fallout 4 the best.
Right, yeah, you end up doing things that you would never do if you weren't playing on survival mode, like making your own food constantly, and again, sleeping, right? And staying next to a fire to warm up. It's a pretty nice touch.
Right, that one was a big one. I always was just like, how am I gonna explore the north like ever? I should have filled my map out more before downloading this. Damn.
Yeah, the Alduin fight at the Third of the World was pretty tough because my health was down to about 10% because I was frostbit or whatever. I was very cold. So basically,
yeah,
every time
no solace.
What's that?
There was no solace from that, was there?
Well, there is a workaround. You can make hot food, which will warm you up. Apparently, I haven't really worked with that. It's basically the same recipe as other foods, except you use fire salts in them.
So you're telling me you gotta eat your fire salt chicken noodle soup before you go into battle with Alduin. Got it.
Yeah, and especially on Legendary, I mean, basically anytime he hit me with anything, I was getting one shot. So it was a rough fight. But one of the cool things, I don't know if I probably knew this, but had forgotten it because I've been playing the game for like 8 years. But the Clear the Skies shout counters Alduin's shout that sends showers meteors on you.
Ooh.
Pretty handy in that fight. Made it go a little faster. Died a little less after I figured that out. But again, that's why I wanted to play it on survival mode in Legendary, because when I play games at their hardest difficulties, I tend to learn things about them that I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah, you want to know what I learned about Skyrim on Legendary?
What's that?
Bows do a fuck ton of damage. Holy shit. I am afraid of enemy archers. Like, if a fucking arrow hits me, just like, I fucking chunk. I watch those archers. I'm ready to fucking matrix those arrows.
That's right. Dodge. Yeah, that and mages are killers too on Legendary. Pretty much everything's a killer, but yeah.
I play Breton as my main class, so on Legendary I see a little bit less of mages wrecking me, but I play a Breton who then goes on to like enchant a specific like weapon to be a mage killer anyway. So like I like hunting mages, I guess. That mage resistance that you get from Breton though is hard to replace. I've enjoyed that buff since Morrowind. That's why I was bummed to see the Nords get higher spell resist inherently than the Bretons in this game when they updated it recently.
Right.
I was like, how does that work? We're half elf and you're afraid of magic. I really think that you should not have higher spell resist.
Yep.
Fucking Nords are all like, I don't trust that court wizard.
Let's see. Alessia is under attack.
Guess I'm moving in to finish my Abner Tharn set.
The Tharn set, did you say?
Yeah, that's the stuff you get from doing town quests.
Right on.
Unless they mix-matched what sets you can get from the boxes for this week, but I don't imagine that. Well, I haven't done it yet, so who knows. Have you been getting your event tickets or anything?
I have not. Yeah, I've been neglecting that. They're real easy to come by, of course.
They're more than easy to come by, and beyond that, it's so tedious, the rewards they're giving. It's like this kind of horse, you know, this kind of Indrik, this kind of Indrik, this kind of Indrik, and it's like several weeks for one to just come out. So if you've got your favorite Indrik, pick it out and only worry about that one. But
Right. Yeah, I've been busy playing other games. I've been kind of addicted to Destiny 2, but you know, that you can only play that game so long, and then it's like, why am I still playing this game?
I'm not certain, but that is the exact quote I've used about League. So.
Right. I mean, the
I think my
campaign
body
mode
used to
is
play
great.
Destiny 1.
Campaign's really fun in Destiny 2. I'm actually, for my playthrough on Friday nights, I'm doing a power level 10 character. So like all my gear is the original starting gear. And I'm going through the original campaign, the Red War campaign, just with the level 10 gear. So
Yeah.
it's kind of rough. It's fun, but I've done it before on other classes. This time I'm going through on a Titan, but I've done it with both a Warlock and a Hunter, and it's doable, or it was doable last year. I'm not sure if it still is this year. We'll find out. But that's like, playing the campaign is the only thing that keeps me interested in that game. The end game is all jacked up. You know what? If they had something like in Halo 2, Big Team Battle, I would probably be more interested in doing their PvP, but PvP is just lame. It's all just they have added some objective-based PvP, which I've been meaning to try, but it's pointless to go in there unless you have the max power level gear. So unless you're rocking 700 level gear, or at least 690, you're just gonna get one shot by everybody. It's pointless. That's the thing I liked about Halo 2. It wasn't about how cool your clothes were. It was about skill. It was also about finding the weapons in the field and controlling power weapons and that kind of thing. Maybe if they had something where you could find power suits of armor or something like that in the field, and you could go and control that kind of, it'd be more interesting tactically. But as it is now, it's not really that interesting. It pales in comparison to Cyrodiil. So now Cyrodiil is about cool clothes, but it's way more about teamwork, and there just doesn't seem to be that aspect in Destiny 2. It's unfortunate because, like I said, the campaign is phenomenal. All the missions it's a lot of fun. It's pretty amazing. It's reminiscent of Halo 2. It's probably more fun to play through the campaign than Halo 2.
Than Halo?
Yes.
Well, I heard they got some good voice actors and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Even if you're just going through for, just play for a couple weeks and go through the campaign, it's certainly worth it in that regard. I don't know if it's worth the price tag at the moment, but I'm pretty sure the base game's free to play at the moment. The Forsaken expansion still costs money, but...
Did you ever play Borderlands?
Borderlands?
Yes.
No. They're coming out with
No.
a new one, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what made me think about it. I've been hearing about 3 recently, and I didn't get into 1, but my buddy got into 2, and that drew me into it, and I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play that. I have not yet.
And he jumped from Borderlands 2 to Destiny.
Ooh,
I was a big fan of both.
on Steam, speaking of Halo, Destiny 2 and Halo 2, Halo 2 is coming out on Steam for PC.
Whoa.
Yeah, along with the other Halos. Now, if they have matchmaking, it's going to be amazing. Halo 2 matchmaking is some of the most fun I've ever had in PvP. I mean,
Yeah, that would be great to be able to do it not just in the local Xbox interface, because I'm used to playing that with my buddies, but I never did multiplayer online on Halo 2 or anything. I guess my buddy who was into Destiny and Borderlands did, but yeah, it was more his speed. I didn't do a lot of shooters. I did Tribes Ascend though. I hang out with a bunch of guys who were from the old Tribes 2 days and stuff, and when Tribes Ascend came out, they all flooded into that game, and I really enjoyed it.
nice.
Apparently, it was a lot different from the original, though, and most importantly, it stopped being supported sooner than everyone was expecting, so...
Ah.
You play MechWarrior Online ever? I saw there was somebody who posted a screenshot for that in the guild this last month at some point.
I've not played that one yet, no.
I played it once. It can be a little bit hard to control the mechs and stuff, and it wasn't quite my speed. I didn't get into it quite as heavily, but it was interesting.
Let's see, the other games I'm streaming during the week are Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, and that's it. ESO Saturday, Skyrim Sunday, GTA San Andreas Monday, Chrono Trigger Tuesday, Oblivion Wednesday, and Final Fantasy VI Thursday, Destiny 2 Friday.
Cool.
Yes, that's what I'm playing right now. The Grand Theft Auto, I'm putting out my own music. There is a copyright issue on the first stream that I did for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. All the radio music gets flagged by YouTube and Twitch for being copyrighted, and it probably is. I mean, it's music from original artists. Although I don't know if they have the original music or if they use covers of the original music, but whatever it is, yeah, YouTube blocked the stream, or blocked the video of the stream in the United States, and Twitch muted some of the audio, apparently.
Oh.
So, of course,
I
on
think
PC...
I saw the start of that before that audio ban went in. Because I remember you were playing the music from the car, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was not impressed with that. But, yeah, I mean, really, the music industry should have figured out years ago how to use the internet. This isn't rocket surgery. The internet's the best form of free advertising the music industry will ever have, and they could be making even more money than they already are. But, of course, musicians are stupid. So, we are where we are. And I have a whole long rant on this. I'm not going to get back into it, but or go back over it. But as a result, I'm using the program's MuseScore and Audacity to write and produce music that I'll put under the Creative Commons license and play as a user track for the radio tracks on my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas streams. And I also stripped all the music from the radio stations out of from the game so that I won't be in danger of infringing anyone's copyright, or i.e. giving them free advertising. Hey, if they don't want the free advertising...
video game.
What's that?
How dare I play this video game you put music into? Oh no.
Right. What? No, I mean, it's certainly music by artists that I like. They have songs by they've got I think Welcome to the Jungle's on that soundtrack, along with tons and tons of other popular artists and names from the late 80s, early 90s. Um, so I mean, I get it. It's copyrights are legitimate or whatever, so I got it. I get it. But again, if they don't want the free advertising, I'll take it. So last week I premiered my first track, and this week I'll premiere another track, and I'll just make a new track each week, and soon enough I'll have like an hour or two of my own music to play every night or every Monday night when I do my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stream. Too
Okay,
easy.
cool. And then your next Grand Theft Auto when you get done with San Andreas.
Yes, and the next one I'll play with after San Andreas will no doubt be Vice City, because it's probably the second best one ever put out. And then I might go over to 5 and then 4. That's kind of the way I see the roadmap for that. But yeah, in Vice City, I'm pretty sure it has user tracks as well, so I'll have to go in and strip out the radio stations, same way I did San Andreas, and put my own in. Again, I can't fathom why the music industry wouldn't want that free advertising, but, you know. I mean, even Metallica puts out their music for free on YouTube these days. Just saying. Napster bad! So, hey, it's getting better, but, music industry still needs to fix itself. And I am happy to do the right thing, to show the music industry, to show musicians what the right thing to do is. I'm going to do it. But yeah, that's Mondays.
Cool.
Looks like we've got more people on, but nobody's getting on, so may cut this particular stream short. Stay on for a little longer.
Sure, we'll get more people on right after dinner and Kind.
Right.
EP's in a good position to start pushing for sure. Not a bad place to start for the night. Good to grab something first so no one gets too demoralized after all the runs.
Yeah, someone posted a pic of Cyrodiil from the other day, and it was completely blue. I was just like, wah.
You cut out there, but I think you said completely blue.
Yes, it was owned by DC. Map was.
I remember that day. Oh my gosh.
Happens.
Yeah, I logged into that, and then I logged out and went over to Boethia's server, and it was all blue too, and I was like, dang, alright, it's Imperial City time, it seems.
Oh, they did add some servers, didn't they? I had not noticed that. When they add Boethia and Malakath.
Boethia, Malakath, and Sheogorath all got added for the 3rd week of this 5-week event thing.
Roger. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They already have plenty of campaigns that don't have anyone in them.
I think the big reasoning here is to allow the PvEers, or I guess rather the PvPers, a space without as much lag. Like they're not trying to just lag out the servers with PvEers for beyond what people are used to, but...
Right. Yeah, aren't they going to, well, I mean, I heard that they, will, separate, Cyrodiil, the Imperial City prison, or the Imperial City, from, Cyrodiil. So they'll be two separate entities.
I read that in the BTS patch notes, at the very least.
Should be a good thing. Yeah, again, that's not showing up in the tests so far. So far, there's just one campaign on the test, on the public test server. Although, again, that's something I need to go back and look at. Maybe they have a different sign up for Imperial City that I didn't notice. Not sure. But the Cyrodiil on the public test server was dead last Saturday. There's nobody on it, so.
How big a group did you get?
Nobody.
Nobody. Oh man.
Subpar.
I didn't even have PTS downloaded yet.
Again, that was the nice thing about testing out Volendrung, because it's basically set up for solo players. It'd be nice to kind of see how it works with a group, but basically what it'd be is just breaking down a door or breaking down a wall really quickly. You're doing like 3 or 4 iterations of the using the weapon.
A big wall destruction hammer, but I thought it was supposed to be some sort of int buster.
Yeah, that's a lot of the feedback in the forums has been about that. They want it to be more of a 1v1 or 1vx weapon instead of a PV door weapon.
Yeah.
Because I know that's what Cyrodiil needs more, right? More 1vx.
You know, it's hard to say because I don't have a good estimate of Vivek yet, but it's just funny thinking. I was just thinking about the kind of people who regularly play Kain who would advocate for that, or the server bullies. So it was just kind of funny to think about.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of why my input was, no, it's fine the way it is. The whole point of Cyrodiil is to get objectives. 1v1 and 1vx are kind of secondary, if not, you know, the third thing you'd want to do.
And I'm not trying to say just PV door, PV door, PV door, but you don't want someone in PV door. Defend. If you can beat him. You know, but Volendrung isn't making him any tougher of a fighter. It's marking his location on the map, isn't it?
Yes, it's just like the scroll in that regard.
So you've got something that is, you know, maybe nearly as powerful or twice as powerful as a RAM that you can constantly see the fucking location of. Don't let it PV door.
Right? Yeah, to me, it will add some interesting tactics, I think. You can send...
And definitely the argument of, like, defend, don't let them PV door is generally a harder to say argument. But if there's a beacon on it...
Right. Like, you know where it's going, you know where it's headed to. So, but again, that would be a cool tactic to send off the Volendrung off to provide distraction, or perhaps to if we're trying to take down a wall and we've got heavy resistance, have the Volendrung go and take down another wall or the door, whatever. So yeah, I think it'll be fun the way it's set up.
Well, I was just pitching PTS, and I don't know enough about it, to my buddy as ESO's creative mode, so to speak. You can get items, right? And you can get yourself set up with the builds that they've just released, like, immediately on PTS, right?
Yes.
How does that item granting system work? Just search what you want and drag it to your inventory?
No. So when you in character creation screen, there's a pull down menu in the top left hand corner that allows you to create your character as a particular template, as a level or a 810 CP character basically. And when you start your character off, it'll start off with a inventory of goodies basically, and it'll have whatever armors, whatever monster sets, whatever you need. It basically
Nice.
all the work that you put in, or I put in the last 4 or 5 years building my character. It has all that stuff in there plus more stuff. So, so you can build your character whatever way you want it, and that's cool. And it's for you have to understand it's for the purpose of testing. It's not there so you can be an instant power player, I guess, or cheat. Well, although that's what testing really is about, is cheating, so you can have a easier time creating the opportunities to test bugs and that. Really, that was the whole idea behind cheat codes back in the day. They weren't for cheating; they were for testing. So, although I'm not sure that's true in Grand Theft Auto, I'm pretty sure those were just for cheating. But yeah, they're also used for testing, right? That was the whole purpose. And that's sort of the same thing with, yeah, you can set your character up whatever way you want it, because you have a full inventory. It's basically like bags within bags of items. So, but yeah, I definitely suggest checking it out if you got PTS downloaded. Get in and test out some bugs. They were supposed to copy over characters from the live server. Last time I was in, I think Wednesday, there wasn't, like, all my characters have been deleted, but none have been copied over. So had to make a new one and didn't really play for very long. But yeah, I almost feel like I should get back to doing that right now. Get over to the PTS and do some more testing.
Oh, right on, man. Yeah, we're just looking for the link to download that server.
Oh, well, got you covered. Hold on, let me alt tab out of the client real quick. You can find it on the I can't think of what you call it now, but the screen, the window where you start your game. There is an option. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So you go under game options, settings. No, that's not it. Let's see. Oh, right. It is under settings, but you go. So the window you open to start
Show
the
public
game.
test environment. Apply?
Yeah, it's
You
show
cut out, but I
right.
think
Show
that's what.
public test environment. You click that, and then you begin downloading.
It's installing now. I see it popping up on my original window here.
Yes, as soon as you click that, it will start downloading.
Although your voice disappears as though you.
Oh, sorry, I'm on push to talk. I forgot to push to talk. But yes, it will start downloading as soon as you click that setting. Click the show public test environment.
Yeah, it's installing now. Cool. So you're gonna cause some mayhem as a necromancer then?
Absolutely. Go slay some dragons.
What do you think about the potential for that being a stand build?
Yes.
How does it play different?
Well, I haven't actually tried the stand build. I should, but two of the trees, the first couple abilities, can each be morphed to a stam ability. I think the DPS tree, all the abilities can be morphed to stam, or at least most of them. So that's something to look at. I haven't tried it out yet.
Stamina necromancer.
Should be interesting. Yeah, hard to take keeps when there's nobody on, or nobody on that wants to group up, or one just wants to be an individual.
Alright, that's what Boethia felt like for a little bit. It was tedious taking anything.
Right?
But I had a little bit of fun the other day. I snuck into a keep that they left open, and eventually somebody gave away my position and they came in and repaired the keep up, but I was able to wait, let him go away, break that door down to 50 enough so it'll flag, and I can actually flip the flags. The door is 100, apparently you couldn't flip it from the inside, I found out. And then I murdered all the guards and flipped the flags. And the door was still technically closed, but since it was a flag keep, I could change the flags.
Nice.
I was like, yeah, got my first solo keep from the inside. I love it.
That's what I was trying to do with Volendrung last Saturday. I think I would have been better off without the weapon to try to take the keep. As a Magicka build, it didn't seem like it was hitting hard enough. But apparently, if you're a stamina build, you got your CP set up for that. It hit a little harder. So I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta still get my CP set up for that, right? I think.
Champion points matter.
I'm almost CP 600.
I was well on my way to maxing my CP, and I just haven't played the game very much lately, so.
You gotta get back into Vivek. That's how you're gonna do it, man.
You're right. Yeah, that's one of the changes, though. They're going to make it so the 30-day server like Vivek will you won't be able to change or you won't be able to change alliances in the same campaign. So you can still switch them, but only once every 30 days, basically. So, and I play in guilds on each of the. I play in guilds for each of the alliances on that server. It's gonna make it rough, but I mean it'll be all right. I could just play a different alliance each month. It's not really a problem, but it wouldn't be as cool as playing each alliance each day.
Yeah.
You know, I like.
And you won't be harder to coordinate KOB groups in Vivek.
Sure. Yeah, right. That's the other downfall. If I'm running KOB groups in Vivek, it's going to be hard to switch over and play as with my DC guild or my buddies in my DC guild or with my buddies in my AD guild. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as a result, KOB may just stay down at on this campaign or in the 10 to
Mulamnir.
10 to 49 campaign.
I think I said that new server name right.
For what?
Mulamnir, the under 50.
Oh right, the new name for it. It'll be coming out. All dragon names.
I was just again still bitching that they didn't give us like a Parthenos or.
Right.
You give me some nostalgic names now. I don't care about your weird dragons you're trying to release a bunch here, man. Fuck those guys.
That's what I did. I slayed Parthenax in the last stream I did. Slayed him. Slayed the dragon.
You fucking bastard. You slayed Parthenax. You could have slayed any other fucking dragon and you picked him. I hope you had an enhanced shout or something first.
Yo, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
Kusroda, biatch.
But you're also like, he's not really dead. He can come back whenever. Didn't Shaw play the main quest here? Dragons don't die. They had to throw him out of time to get him to go away.
Pretty impressed that South of Sills got a fair amount of. We've got a fair amount of population on right now.
Right? All factions, or what's going on?
Well, AD's locked, Red's at 3, and Blue's at 2. But, yeah, maybe that's where everyone's at. Maybe they're all trying out different campaigns, which is awesome. I think that's a good thing. Although we've got 2 bars in kind and EP.
Yeah, let me tell you what's going on in Boethia. It's 2 bar blue, 1 bar each other, but it's definitely a PvE campaign. That's it. Like, blue has the entire friggin' map. No hesitation. We're PvEing so hard that they ran out of quests to get from the board.
Nice.
But I love it. I'm just going around to all the different cities and sending that. There was somebody in EP last week that took the empty map because it was in between the 2 weeks that gave these rewards. So it was the dead week. That was when I ran for it too. But he came in and he took the whole map and then was like camping map from Imperial City. So it was really easy to take the map back, just not the imp keeps. But then once I had the whole map, I was like, you know, I get why he was in the IC. That's the most fun thing to do with this. Oh, these Anniversary Jubilee gift boxes are definitely spoiling me.
Pretty nice, right?
Just glad I got ESO Plus again for the month, so I can finally stuff all that crap in my craft bag.
Let's, was this the last day of free ESO Plus?
No, I don't think it was the last day by any means. I think there's today and tomorrow. Then I think it ends on the 6th, but I'm not sure. Like, I think it's this whole weekend is what it is.
Yeah, because my craft bag is locked.
Locked? Oh, you're ESO Plus right now.
Yeah, I'm not ESO Plus right now. Canceled my
Oh,
subscription.
yeah. Definitely get on it for the weekend.
Oh yeah, as soon as Elsewhere comes out, I'll no doubt get back on ESO Plus, play a little more regularly.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you can activate it for the weekend, swap between all your characters real quick. You know, free up 20 inventory slots per.
Right.
However you do your material collecting.
It doesn't really matter right now because the only time I'm on is to do PvP, and I don't really collect mats when I'm in Cyrodiil.
You don't stop to pick the flowers.
Hell no.
I'm just teasing.
Still doesn't look like there's anybody on. Let's see. We're up to 22 members online. I guess that's a good thing, but. I'm an hour and 15 minutes into this, and I don't have any highlights. I mean, I could put on our conversation in the highlights, right? Fuck. That's fine, but I think people want to watch highlights to see some action. The only action I have is going to going over to Bruma.
Sorry, I'm just BSing with you. Do I need to hop out of Boethia and give you a good duel somewhere on Mount Note?
Probably whoop me.
Oh, I'm not sure right now. My Nightblade's definitely not equipped for battle. He's a couple 8 levels out of his gear at least at the moment. And there's a big drop off on that. It's fun though. I'm trying to wait up, and soon I'm going to at like level 41, right? You know, right before I get back up or whatever. I'm gonna get some skill books so I can see how late game I can pull the Nightblade into kind for this lobby tune.
Right on.
I saved the skill books for late levels instead of doing it real early this time. I still got like 150 sky shards. It's ridiculous.
Well, there's another thing. In another bug I found, they're going to let you buy sky shards in the crown store. Or rather, they're going to, if you have a character that has all the sky shards, you can spend money in the crown store to get the sky shards that character has, basically, or to automatically find the sky shards that you've already found with another character.
What?
Yeah, so I've got one toon that has all the sky shards, so I could transfer that over to all my other characters, so I wouldn't have to grind out sky shards anymore.
Dude, I'm so close on one of my tunes.
It could take a while, man. Gotta be dedicated.
Yeah, I got all the surface ones before I even launched in kind though, so I'm like level 10 and I had 180 or something like that. On my guy I'm playing right now.
There was a bug. The sky shards from lower and upper Craglorn were not ticking properly. So even though my main has all the sky shards, I wasn't getting credit in the crown store for the sky shards found in upper and lower Craglorn.
Nice find.
Right?
Yeah, and look, right now I've got 309 sky shards.
Nice.
And this isn't the character I made first, this is the character I made for DC, which was just the beginning of March. Or I guess I made him at the beginning of Feb.
Yeah, again, I think it's pretty critical to find all the sky shards on your crafter, because you're going to need all those extra skill points.
Oh yeah. That's just 30 just for woodworking. Woodworking, blacksmith, and clothing, and that's not counting even enchanting and unraveling portions.
Yeah, I used to know the exact amount of skill points you needed to fill out all the crafting. It's probably something like 130 or so.
Yeah, partway through saying that, I realized I don't even have toolware crafting available to me. I don't know, so I haven't even seen that skill line. I'm sure that's another, like, 15 I can't count for right now. 20.
Yeah, my count I think was before jewelry crafting, so it's probably more now. yeah, not a whole lot for me in Cyrodiil if there's no team up to play with. Really don't enjoy myself if I'm not playing on a team. Really isn't anyone on. So, it's kind of a waste of time.
Well, if it isn't the new king of the grotto. You ask me, those beasts got what was coming to them.
Yeah, I think we could call it an evening. Maybe head over to PTS or play some more Destiny 2 or something.
Alright, got you, Jack and Slayer.
All right, Moon. Thanks for keeping me company while no one else was here. Appreciate it, mate.
Hey man, I'm sorry EP group didn't spring up. I'm sure if you came back later though, they'd probably be at it.
Right.
So just keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, we'll do some PTS next weekend. I'll be streaming PTS next Saturday, starting around 1900 Eastern. So if you got PTS downloaded, then go ahead and jump in and we'll try out Volendrung and slay dragons. Another cool stuff,
Cool. It looks like it's 2% downloaded right now.
right? So it might be downloaded by the time next week before it rolls around, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, I'll see you, man. Thanks, Moon.
Later.
Right. Twitch. This is ESO Saturday. Tried to get a group up tonight. Didn't work out. Ended up chilling and hanging out with my one of my officers, one of my buddies, Moonquake, an outstanding player. But there was no action really. So the highlights on Twitch are going to be pretty short. Not a whole lot to show. But yeah, so like I was telling Moon, next Saturday, starting 1900 Eastern, I will be streaming ESO, public test server, and testing out, beta testing elsewhere. So join us for that. Thank you, Twitch viewers. Dragon Slayer out.